Yo, it's your boy 2-3, Mr. Plug Extension Cord. You're now locked into Media Spotlight UK.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Munya Chawawa here for Media Spotlight UK, and sat next to me is the man they call 2-3 or 23 Unofficial. How you doing, bro?
I'm alright, thank you, man.
I'm gonna get straight into it. Am I right to think that you're a big fan of TV series?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking Person of Interest, Prison Break, because I've been going through the Twitter. I saw them old school binges there.
Yeah. Well, like the ones that you mentioned, I've watched all of them.
Okay.
But yeah.
What series is the most underrated right now on Netflix? Or are you even a Netflix kind of guy?
I haven't even really taken. I was watching The Punisher the other day.
The Punisher, that's like a superhero, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it about?
I don't know, for some The Punisher, so like it's like a known.
Sounds like my Zimbabwean father.
It's Marvel, yeah. It's like his family was wiped out by people. Like his wife and his daughter was like killed by people, and and he used to be in the army, but he's like, you know, like they've got like that special forces.
Yeah, he's got like superpower.
He just knows how to kill people like properly.
You explained it really well. You should start doing them. You know, the trailers before the movie was like, this summer, 2-3 is avenging his family. Okay, that's awesome. So you're a big fan of TV series, is something I noticed.
When I get the opportunity.
When you get the opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's good that you mentioned that, because you've been very busy. And in fact, probably too busy to watch any TV.
Yeah, definitely.
So end of last year, 3 plaques. I saw you in the GRM office for 3 of your singles, all surpassing 1 million views each.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It's crazy.
So I thought maybe we should untangle some of the success story behind that, you know. So yeah, the first thing I want to chat to you about is I was having a look at your Instagram, and there's a post you put up which was "Music Changed My Life."
Yeah.
And I want to know, who was 2-3 before music? What kind of a guy were you, apart from just binging on The Punisher?
Same guy I am now. It's just that I get to just express it through music differently. Still keep the same people around me to this day. Just a normal guy living life, and then one day I just thought to start doing music. Yeah.
Was there a feeling that music was missing from your life?
There was definitely something. So I used to work before. Probably not too long ago, like a year ago. Started I was working, and then I kind of told myself that like the way I am, I can't sit in the office like for the rest of my life. Like I want to be able to have that freedom and kind of dictate my own future at the same time. Like kind of like at least, well, like, God forbid, like when I die, I know that I lived life the way I wanted to live. Do you know what I mean? Because like I've seen like a lot of people come and go, and I've got friends that are not here anymore, but they never got to really reach the heights or the opportunities that they actually wanted to do because of certain circumstances and things like that.
Yeah, and it's a good realization to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
To figure out, okay, cool, I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah.
You know, box office 9 till 5.
Yeah.
Enter the A is a producer you work with. Is that correct?
Also my manager.
And and your manager as well. Okay, brilliant. And another Instagram post you put out was talking about how he was one of the people who had the belief.
Definitely.
And helped you get the break.
Yeah.
So how did you come to meet up with him?
So there's a studio in our area, Hackney. So like, I'm literally from around here. So he owns a studio not too far, like 10 minutes away from my house. And Noakes at the time was going to his studio to record songs and things like that. And we've got like mutual friends on that. So one time I must have been in their session, and he was just like making a song, and then I must have like freestyled over or whatever just for that banner, and they was like, no, like take it seriously type of thing, innit? And then I was just like, nah, I'm not really like the type of person to just be out there. Like, and I was like, nah, I don't know about it, and what if it goes left, like what if it doesn't work out, and like I'm out there, and it's just like, wow, like that did it. And then that, long story short, NA got into the A, was in the studio as well because it's his studio. And then he was just like, yeah, I like what you're doing, and and I want to like kind of manage you in a sense as well, and like make music. But I already knew who he was like a long like many years before we ever crossed paths or anything like that, because obviously I'm a fan of like UK music. Like besides doing music, I'm a big fan of music as it is already, and he like produced like some songs that I kind of grew up listening to, like Kojo Fans and J Hus, like One From Me, and Tion Wayne songs, Sneakball songs. What
made that feeling of having him manage you any different from the feeling you had where you didn't like having a boss and being dictated to?
Because like with me and him, it's more of a partnership in a sense, rather than him like kind of managing me. Because Even though he is managing me, it's like we're friends at heart at the same time, innit? So it's like we both agree and disagree on things that we kind of think the same anyways.
Yeah.
So like straight away he'll know if I like something or not. Like he'll mention it and he'll be like, you don't like it already, and then I was like, come on, like you know me already, and then he'll know what I like at the same time.
So you can like read your mind almost.
In a sense, yeah.
That's
he
so
knows where I
Raven,
am.
the male version.
Yeah. So with that even, that's why, and knowing that he was already kind of in the game and that he knew what he was doing in a sense as well, and already being a fan of like all of his like his production in terms of like beats and things like that already, it kind of made it easier because it's like his beats was stuff that I would probably rap over anyways, and then being able to like build that connection with him and whatever was just like it was a good thing and a great starting point for me as well at the same time, and then the rest is history. We are here where we are now.
Yeah, man, I think the connection shows because to have 3 hits all over, well over a million, 3 plaques, that's very impressive.
No, definitely.
And I wanted to talk to you about some of the tweets that I'd seen in relation to them. So I saw a tweet on your Twitter the other day. It said, "Mandem are really trying to catch a wine to ain't bothered."
Oh, I see that.
And you replied saying shambles. So are you offended by people whining to ain't bothered?
No, you know what it is, yeah? Enjoy it how you want to enjoy it, but like it's not the first thought that would have come to my head. Like you start whining to it. I've never witnessed it. That's why it's really funny still.
Do you whine to it?
No.
What would you do
I don't
to
even
it?
like. I don't
you're
really
not about that
dance.
wine
I'm not
life.
a dancer. Do you know what I mean? Me, I just sit in the corner and kind of enjoy
Hey,
the vibe.
actually, can I ask a question?
Go on.
You know, you're saying you're not a dancer.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing people in the comments say that you've got stiff dance moves.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
No, man. That's
Is it-
like
do
the
you have
dance
any
in the
good-
video was like it was like
I
it
thought
matched the song.
You reminded me of like a young Men in Black Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know, with them dance
That's what I'm
moves.
coming with, man. So,
So it's not stiffness. It's actually fitness.
Yeah.
Is what we're
It's
saying.
just the new style of dancing.
It's the new style, and anyone who doubts that, you don't know how to move. The 2-step, it's not 1945 anymore.
Yeah.
It's 2007, 18.
Because even now, like when I see people like they do the dance and that, so it's like it must mean
Exactly.
something.
But I did want to ask you, which of your songs do you give a license to whine to? So which song has got the official "you can whine to this" tick?
Naughty with notes. Yeah, you can.
You're
do
not
that.
going to be offended if you see some
No,
hips moving
definitely.
to
I've
that.
seen people whine to it, so I'm like, that's like that's cool, and like do your thing.
I mean, does it bring you pleasure to look out into a crowd and seeing other people whine? Does that not make you feel like you wish that was you?
It definitely does, definitely does. But at the same time, you got to,
Yeah, I mean, there's a really
Keep the
famous
business
saying
facing.
that, life isn't how many memories you have, it's
Yeah.
how many whines you see happen at your concert. No, that is a saying. Another really great tweet I saw was, it was, "Torn is the kind of track you'd be banging out on a Sony Ericsson back in the day. You know them jams
The
you'd
old
have on the
school
bus?
feel, yeah.
The old school R&B. It's
Yeah.
like that video that Nelly and Kelly Rowland had where she texted them on
Dilemma,
Microsoft XL.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Did you used to have them? Were you part of that?
Yeah, I was
Sony
a part of that
Ericsson wave?
era. Yeah.
What were the slow jams you used to bang out?
What was it that we used to listen to on Sony Ericsson?
I want to know your go-to romantic song because Valentine's Day is not far. 2-3.
What was that Jeremiah song back in the day? The
Birthday.
first one, Birthday.
Birthday
That was around
Sex.
my like Sony Ericsson days. Birthday Sex.
Did you play it even when it wasn't your birthday?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it makes every day feel like your
it's
birthday.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a good
Sex
song,
can
man.
do that to you. I don't know, but I've just heard in the streets.
Don't know about it either.
You've had loads of
So if anyone catches me
what
out.
what I like about your songs as well is that in addition to inspiring people to whine, you've also had support from unexpected places. So footballers.
Yeah.
I saw the footballer from Everton posting a snap of him
Oh,
in the
Balassi,
in the
yeah.
Everton gym or whatever it was, listening to, I think it was Ain't Bothered. Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell me now. Obviously, you've got millions of views. Can you tell me the most surprising person you found out was a fan of your music? 'Cause you had a lot of footballers.
There's been a lot of people. Like I heard it in like the Man United change room the other day on Snap. Like,
Really?
Someone was playing it. Iwobi's messaged me about it as well. Arsenal. Probably like I met Stormzy recently.
And he heard.
It wasn't even like we was at the Daily GRM Awards,
Mm.
and then obviously he's like a big figure in like the scene, and he's doing his thing like leading the way and that for everyone and following artists and things like that. But like when you grow up looking at people and watching people but now because the scene's so healthy in the sense that it's like we have our own superstars in our country. Do you know what I mean? And like we're even becoming our own superstars at the same time.
Yeah, I believe that.
And going like all across the world and that. So like we was like crossing paths, but I kind of know his DJ already. Like he was playing my songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I know cameraman Caleb as well.
What did that feel like when Stormzy, gave the compliment? Well, what did he say?
No, like we was walking, and then like he was like, there was like a group of like different artists was just all like mingling and things like that, and then it was like the end of the show. So then I'm walking, and then he's like turned around and he was like, bro, like you're 23, innit? And I was like, yeah.
Wow.
He was like, bro, you got that song that's like banging at the moment, innit? I was like, yeah. He was like, what, that plug extra? I was like, yeah. And he was like, nah, keep doing your thing, brother. Like,
Did you get starstruck?
Like, you know what it is? Because like we're all in the same field of
Realm,
work,
yeah.
it's like you don't get starstruck, but it's like you take it definitely on the chin. Like you take it and like you build off of it, like knowing that like the people that you kind of like watch are like kind of watching you at the same time. So and obviously like the UK is kind of small anyway, so we kind of like all
Same
know
circles.
each other. Yeah, everyone's got the same circles and things like that. So
And you, what I like about you as well is even if you look back as far as 2016, you've always been a very vocal supporter of the artists.
Yeah.
So you've shown support for Kojo Funds in your tweets, Notes, who you've managed to work with as well, Young Bane. I've seen all these kind of compliments. Would you say that you've been shown the same love back, especially now? The people you were supporting at that time have probably blown.
Yeah.
Does it come back around?
No, definitely. So like everyone, because obviously we all go like near enough the same events and things like that. So other artists will see other artists. So now like from just being like a fan of their music, because I still am to this day, of course. Now I see them and they're like supporting my music in a sense. Like you see like them playing on their Instagrams and saying like big up this tune or whatever. Or if I see them in person, they're like, yo, like you're doing your thing right now, just like giving like good advice and things like that. Because obviously some of them have been in the game longer than me. It's just like just a full round circle type of thing.
Have you ever given advice to another artist of that level?
Yeah, like I'm good friends with Notes. So I was literally on FaceTime, like, was it last night or the night before?
Yeah,
like,
what kind of advice?
Like 4 o'clock in the morning. So he was just like talking about what's like, because we haven't caught up in a while, and he was like on holiday and things like that. So like he just randomly phoned me out of nowhere, just asking like what's going on. Like, and usually he does anyways. Or like because we live in the same area, we'll see each other anyways. But he was just like randomly calling me, just checking up on like what's going on and how's everything, and we're just giving each other advice to like how to deal with certain situations that you might come across in the music thing. And obviously because he's doing his thing at the moment as well, and he's been in it a bit longer, he was just showing me like the trials and tribulations that you might go through, in the sense of like, even though like we're kind of mentally prepared already, but like it's different when you actually face it.
And also, with Notes, a lot of people are making the comparison that Rams with Barking is very similar to how Notes was with Addison Lee, because people weren't prepared to give him a chance to show he wasn't a one-hit wonder. Did you have the intuition to be like, nah, you must persevere because it's not a one-hit wonder?
Definitely.
Is that something that he struggled with mentally? The pressure of, can he make another song like this?
No, it's funny is because I know him personally, so I've been in that studio with him like a lot of hours, a lot of different days and things like that. So I know what he's capable of. So even like Addison Lee, like doing what it done, I always knew that he was gonna do like bigger and better, and like even played me some of his content the other day that he's got to come out, and it's just like there's like the way he's going right now, there's no stopping him right now. And when someone's musically gifted, that won't die out. Like it won't, like no time soon as well, especially the way how healthy the scene is at the moment. Like just like watching other people will boost you in a sense, you know what I mean? And like your success, and even if like you bring out a song and it doesn't do well, you're only gonna mentally think to do better than that, and hopefully do better than that. So you might not hit it the next time you go to the studio, or the next week, or the next month, but it definitely will come around soon, definitely. Like, because even with Ain't Bothered, I was like, this can't be like the one song I'm known for, and then now can't tell me like surpassed Ain't Bothered, and it's just touched 4 million views last night. So
like, and that's inspiring, man. You make me want to write a tune now. You know what I mean? 2-3, thank you very much for joining me. Ain't Bothered is out now. Except, I mean, it's being overtaken by the other tracks.
Yeah.
It's been Munya Chawawa, 2-3, Media Spotlight UK. Peace.